How's everyone doing? Welcome to the final episode of After the After Hours with your boy TraderPrad. The final day of this week is tomorrow going to be a free fall Friday. Now get ready for tomorrow. Papa Powell going on the microphone. Papa Powell going on the microphone again. Get ready for tomorrow. So I do have a watch list ready, but if you guys are ready, hit that like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys for all the support. This is your boy TraderPrad. TraderPrad. But if you guys are ready for this show to get started, why don't we dive into the full screen and hit that like and subscribe. Let's give it up for Dieter, everybody. What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Let's give it up for yourselves. Pat yourself on the back for making it on time. And let's have some fun. What'd you guys do today? How was your day on the market? I did not trade today at all because my leg was still a little uneasy when I woke up. So I decided, I'm going to give it a little bit more rest, give my leg a little bit more rest tomorrow if I feel, better. I know I said I was feeling 90% better yesterday, but I don't know. I woke up with a little bit of an unease. Even now, it's kind of uneasy. So decided to just kind of give it some rest at home. But I did get to watch the market from home. I did get to tweak my softwares a little bit and code a little bit. So that was good. Even though it was a day off, wasn't really a day off. Still worked my butt off. And boy, were there some crazy moves on some of the stocks that I was watching. To start off with, you know what stock I'm gonna mention? DXYZ, the future, ladies and gentlemen. The future is now at $104, $105. What are we talking about? Insane. So clearly this ETF has been absolutely bonkers, absolutely wild since the inception of this ETF. People have been loving it. People have been buying it up like crazy, hand over fist. Just don't care about the price the ETF is at the moment. Burning the shorts. So anytime a new short is entering the position, they're absolutely getting roasted and they're getting shoved out of the trade. So lots of craziness happening on DXYZ. So can't wait to see what type of opportunity set up on that stock over there. Opportunities on the QQQ and the S&P 500. We'll talk about a little bit about that. Some of the stocks that we might have to keep on watch out for based on earnings, like Tilray tomorrow pre-market reporting earnings. So we'll watch for that little trade over there. And a couple other stocks. So basically, as you guys know how we always do over here, we look at our stocks on the watch list. We prepare for all things that might need preparing for tomorrow. And then if there's any YouTube video or two for us to watch and learn something new off of, we'll do that too. So why don't we get started? Why don't we head over to the full screen over here? Let me actually turn off the transition so it doesn't get annoying. Why don't we go to the full screen? But before we do that, let me welcome everybody in the chat. We got TH, Dieter, Victoria, Oso. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys had a good day. I traded green, but hungover as F. Are you back now? I thought you were on a vacation for another week or so. I didn't know that you were back, but if you're back and you're trading, that's good that you're green. Don't be trading and hangover, being hungover and trade doesn't. It's not worth it. Oh, so might as well save it for when you're 100%. Then we know what type of damage you can put on the market when you're 100%, my friend. So just save it for that. Don't hurt yourself now. You're gonna kill it once you come back too. And oh, you're actually back. Awesome, you're actually back now. So stream soon. I can't wait to see your streams. If I don't go to work tomorrow, I'll probably pop into your stream more than I will if I do go into work, as you obviously know. So we'll kind of stay on touch on that side. Victoria and Dieter, hopefully you guys had a good day. I know Dieter was trading quite a bit today. Dieter, I forget what stocks you were trading, my friend, but DXYZ for sure. We talked about that a little bit. And TH, what did you trade today? Put it in the chat. Let me know what you guys traded. How'd you guys do? Green, red, blue, yellow. I don't know what blue or yellow come into play over here, but figure it out and let me know. We'll have some fun with the chats over here. Well, first though, we're gonna head over to the screen and show you guys what's on the watch list for tomorrow. Tomorrow's watch list is a little bit of similar, almost exactly similar of today's watch list that we created last night. Tilray, the earnings stock, the couple other stocks in the same sector, DXYZ, Disney, DJT, Reddit, EDR, the company that's getting bought out, Nike that had earnings not too long ago and bouncing off of that 52-week low, Coinbase, Mara, Riot, GBTC, BITO, and IBIT. Bitcoin only 3K, 2K away from the all-time high now. So Bitcoin waking up a little bit, and we're only a week or 1.5 week away from the Bitcoin halving. So Bitcoin's waking up one more time and going back into all-time highs. That's some excitement. QQQ and S&P 500 both had the green day, but not really anything type of day. Just traded sideways. But if the market wants to continue going back up, even though the Fed Powell said there's only about 2 interest rates coming into play, in that case, if the market still wants to go through all-time highs, then you might want to be careful watching for some of these positions over here. Amazon making a beautiful run up today. I think Amazon actually made a new all-time high today. We'll confirm about that in a minute or two. Google starting its 3-day Google Cloud Next 2024 event, in which they'll be talking about how their Gemini AI and a bunch of other AI products that they have can be used by companies in the Google Cloud suits and so on. So Google 3-day seminar will be going off, and we'll be watching and hearing, keeping close eye on the news wires to see if any big catalyst comes out for Google that could help us to continue ride the momentum that's on Google at the moment, which is to the upside. But we'll see if Apple gets mentioned a little bit in their Google AI. It's not really an AI conference. It's more about Google Cloud and Google Suite, or Suite, Google Suite, Google Suite, whatever you want to say it, conference. But if they do somehow mention some of their partnerships with other companies like Apple, or planned partnerships with Apple, then that could also bring in some extra momentum over there for Google. So watching that one throughout the next 3 days, which should hopefully bring in some momentum. We have quite a bit of a good sectors that are in play right now. We got the crypto sector. We always had the semiconductor sector. We got the weed sector, and then we got the crazy sector. The crazy sector being DXYZ, DJT, and RDDT. So why don't we start off with, at the top of the leaderboard, I actually didn't have enough time to, well, I did, but I just sat there and I didn't move any of my lines over today. So we're going to have to do that while we talk about it. So I'm going to quickly, these lines should not have to move because they should be last week's high. They are last week's high and last week's low. Okay, these ones don't have to be moved because I moved them yesterday. I just need to move over today's lines, which is not that big of a deal. Tilray. Tilray coming out with earnings tomorrow, pre-market, currently stuck between what looks like is $3 and $2.33. This is last week's high and last week's low. I'm expecting we breach through the last week's high if we do get a positive earnings report, and if we do get a negative earnings report, I want to see how we behave into last week's low. Are we clearly under last week's low and rejecting under last week's low every time we pull back, or are we just holding at last week's low, giving us a possible opportunity to look for the long because of how hot the wheat sector is right now? Even though their previous earnings sector earnings report might not be that hot, the sector at the moment is actually so hot that it's saving the stock from absolute doomsday over here and moving right back to the downside. So for now, I'm going to look for my first area of supports coming in around $2.33 and my first area of resistance around $3 to the upside. This would be based on how the earnings report comes out to play, not based on how the stock has been trading for the last 2 days. After the earnings report comes out in the pre-market, we might have to revamp these levels a little bit, so make sure that you are watching the stock in pre-market if you're interested to trade Tilray specifically. But stocks that are not reporting earnings but have been moving crazily, maybe even more maybe even crazier than Tilray, are actually the other two stocks in the same realm. There are CGC and your ACB stocks. So the marijuana ETF has been offering quite a few basket of stocks over here to trade with. Currently, you got 3 of them that you can choose to, put some damage on or get some damage done to yourself, either or. ACB should kind of originally start off in the direction as Tilray's earnings report. They should, and same with CGC, they should kind of, originally lean towards the earnings report direction of CGC, have that sympathy trade. Maybe throughout the day, they just sympathy trade with each other going forward into the close. But after that, the stock should start separating. So Tilray could have a little bit of a major impact. You might want to watch Tilray going on throughout the day. I would just maybe have Tilray and watch the stock that does more volume to trade for myself in terms of the weed sector. Currently, the 30-day average for ACB is 8 million. The 30-day average for CGC is 18 million. And the 30-day average for Tilray is 34 million. So it looks like Tilray is the one to go at the moment. Or you can also trade CGC. Either or. Dude, I can't super chat because your account's messed up. How can I have some clout now? Well, here you go. Wait, tell me that should go. If you feel like giving me a tip, no homo, click the link below. And hopefully that link will show some animations. Now, I don't know if that link, because that's a direct Streamlabs link, right? I don't know if that link will show some animations I think you get to actually pick your own animations. And stuff. Well, there you go. I knew my account's messed up, and only reason Ani knows is because I was bitching to Ani. Why is my nose so itchy? I need to cut my nose hair. So I was bitching to Ani about how my account messed up and I didn't set it up properly, so my monetization got revoked. I have to reapply for that whole thing, so I'll have to redo it. But in the meantime, I figured apparently Streamlabs accepts tips. So if you want to give me the tip, I don't like getting the tip. How do I know the link isn't gonna drain my wallet and steal my seed phrase? That's just something that I have to deal with. Something they have to deal with, YouTube accounts are up today. Why accounts are up today? Or YouTube accounts are up today? Is that what you mean? What's about Tesla, bro? What about Tesla? I mean, Tesla, we could talk about that right now, though. We're just quickly looking at the weed sector. ACB, Tilray, CGC. I kind of have the levels mapped out over here that I might be of interest, but these stocks have been not really cleanest on the day-to-day side. They've been kind of choppy. You can see how they chop you up and pull back to the end of the day, or chop you up and then rip at the later on in the day. They haven't really been the cleanest, so not really a sector that I would be really excited to trade tomorrow, but this is a sector that's been giving you some volatility and some volume, so you might want to keep your eyes peeled for this one. Tilray, like I said, reporting earnings report. DXYZ, the hottest stock in the sector, in the world, in the universe. I mean, if you own SpaceX, that's pretty much you own the best company in the world, right? I mean, how else do you put it at this point? You pretty much own the best company in the world. Let me quickly color that way. Color that way. We put it that way. That's the IPO anchored VWAP. Now we got today's high, today's low marked out. Today's high 105. We closed just under $100. Today's low is $64. A $40 move. A 68% up. Dude, my dad got long at $23 and he got out at 40. And now this is at 105 2 days later. What a crazy stock, man. What a crazy stock. I don't know what to say about this position, honestly. Now this stock is honestly in cuckoo territory. By that I mean you don't really know what you're gonna get out of it. Right now we're kind of maybe seeing a short squeeze take into play. At the same time, a lot of these Reddit users are probably believing that, you know, buying DXYZ directly is actually owning SpaceX directly, since SpaceX is private. You know, knowing exactly who their investors are and how much they own might be a little bit of a hush hush thing too. What happens if they come out and they say they actually was all fabrication and they intended to have 34.6% of SpaceX in their portfolio and they never actually did? What happens if that comes out as a catalyst eventually and we find out it's a fraud? So I don't know, man. I really don't know what to expect. Right now, all we do know is, look, the momentum is coming to the upside. The volume is coming in while the stock is going up. The shorts are clearly getting busted. They're getting their backs blown out. If we go to the 5-minute chart here real quick, turn on the indicators, go to volume profile for the session. Volume profile for the session. Let's go volume profile HD. You can see how okay, maybe give me just volume profile in that case. Thank you. Value. Where the hell are my numbers, bro? Already bastard. Oh, that's why I can't see them. Wait, what the fuck? There we go. So I'm trying to see if we can see where the stops got blown out. I guess I can't really see that. Yeah, it doesn't really show me what I'm trying to see. I guess it didn't happen then. I don't know. Either way, this I promise you, this is some sort of a short squeeze taking place, along with obviously lots of buying momentum, buying craze coming into play. Expecting the stock to continue going would be ridiculous, but we've seen even more ridiculous things before. We've seen things like HKD going to $2,000, whereas HKD is actually an absolute bullshit company, whereas DXYZ actually might be a legitimate company, might not be a legitimate company, nobody knows, right? But look, the stock is trading at ridiculous prices for how much this company or this ETF's valuation has gone up. The companies that they have's valuations have not even gone up that much. So DXYZ is kind of a ridiculous growth over here. But as I've told other people, if you think about it, they only have 23 companies out of 100 in their portfolio, and they expect to have a total of 100 companies that are private, like SpaceX and so on. In that case, they're not done investing in other companies and so on, and they're going to use this money to invest in other companies and maybe buy more of SpaceX in the next funding round. So all things might just end up working out in a really good way for whoever bought this company at the start. And if you missed out on it, you might have to wait really really down the road to see if you can catch the train. But right now, as the short squeeze are taking place, as all short squeezes do, they eventually come back down, and you wait. You wait patiently for that right short opportunity, for that capitulation to show up. Now, this could be capitulation on the daily. I'm not sure, right? This could be capitulation on the daily. We'll find out after how tomorrow plays out and so on. After tomorrow's action, we get to decide a little bit more. Maybe the stock comes back a little bit more to reality, at which point I could invest in this stock for my own long-term account. I mean, this is insane, though. This is insane. For a day trade on the prop account, we are looking to see how DXYZ plays around today's high, how he plays around this last week's high. I don't expect the stock to go under 70. I mean, I don't think we actually went under 70 today for too long. After we got above 75, we never really got under 70. So yeah, I'm not really expecting the stock to go under 70 at all. But today's low is at 64.30. So you could watch for that price under 70 if it comes into play. DXYZ is becoming the most important stock on the day trading side now, if you're interested in it. I wonder how much the shorts cost for this stock. Wonder how much the shorts cost for DXYZ. No, just go up, please, says Dieter. I mean, obviously Dieter wants to go up. He just wants them to absolutely print. Pretty sure the IRS was behind the demonetization. Behind my demonetization? Yeah, IRS hates me. IRS hates me. It's because I don't pay for taxes, that's why. Honey, if you do use that link, let me know, because I want to see if it comes up on any of these alerts over here. But my YouTube should get back to normal very soon. Just give it some time. Okay. Averaging at $74, says yes. That's crazy. Let's go. Averaging at $34 for Dieter. Okay. Dieter over here flexing. I see you, Dieter. I see you. Only mod that pays to be a mod. Hey, I didn't say that you have to, but since you do, I'm saying if you do, let me know so I get to try it my software out. But if you don't, you still get to be a mod, and no one ever said anything. Now you just have to make a whole deal about it because you want to feel special. I get you. I see you. All right. Disney is volume's dying down big time, but the stock is holding off. The proxy fight did end. The stock is now holding off over here, but I think there will be a nice little return right back into this box. So I'm looking to see the breakout of last week's low coming into play for me to ride Disney to the south side. That's right around, let me quickly move today's low over. Bang bang, right around yesterday's low at 116. Well, yesterday would be Friday. Right around Friday's low at $116.30. So let's just say $116. If that level does come into play, maybe we got a little bit of a trade opportunity on Disney. But it's only a blue priority for me, not really a high priority stock. If it comes into play, then we watch that area. If that area breaks and shows weakness under that area, then we look for that trade to the downside. Oh, the alert did come in, but no text to message. Oh, Jesus, help me with this app. Hey, but was that quick? That came in right away, right? That came in right away. That wasn't like a delayed message, was it? That wasn't like a delayed message. Wait, I think I know why it didn't do it. Is it donations? I think donations are YouTube donations.
Prad's a Dumbo.
Fix it. Okay, so that was the one. Hey, okay, that's awesome. It's not YouTube donations. It is any donations, I guess. Awesome. Awesome. And Streamlabs is going crazy with all these timers, but she speaks so fast. I like it. That way she gets to troll me. Have you ever heard like these TTSs? Funny, stank, rat, TTS. The TTS are hilarious.
There are a lot of perks to being president. One of these perks is free ice cream whenever I want.
Yeah, that was the
Prad's a
one.
Dumbo.
What the fuck? Where did that come from? Oh, I can't find the ones that I'm trying to look for.
Chad, I think that Brett is acting kind of sus.
I am definitely not the imposter.
We should vote them off.
I don't think I can find the ones I'm trying to look for, but there's some amazing TTSs that some of these streamers get hit with. Oh man, they're so troll. They're hilarious. If I can find the clip, maybe I'll look for the clip one more second. Hold up. Hold up. Bank rat. Bitbot. I might actually get demonetized if I play these videos. Actually, I'm not even monetized right now. Who cares? Nah, screw it. Back to stock market. We're for stock market. But there's some amazing TTSs that people throw in that the AI goes like absolutely crazy or makes like a beat and stuff. It kills me. It kills me. All right. Disney, somewhat of a okay trade tomorrow. If it sets up, it sets up, but not really a high priority. I folded my leg and now it kills me. Holy smokes. Not really a high priority tomorrow at all. DJT waking up again a little bit, but sadly going to the downside. DJT breaking over here, back right to the south side, taking out under last week's low, and now making a new low for us to play with. We still got a little bit more to the downside where we can maybe wait for support right around $29 to $32. So DJT has a little bit more room in my opinion until I am ready to go long as a day trade or even as a swing trade or so on. So you got to wait for these levels to really come into play, which is right around $29 to $32. And if buying comes into those areas, then maybe there's a long for us to set up. Without that, there is no long for me. I'm just going to look for continuation of pops that fail for me to get short into right back to the south side on DJT. Today's high is right around $41.51, so I'm going to use that as my resistance for tomorrow. But last week's high was exactly like $40 on the dot, was it? Yeah, right at $40 on the dot. So you're basically watching $40 to $41.50 to see how the stock trades right into the top over there. Does it find some resistance? Does it find some selling? If it does, you're looking to join the sell side. Keep in mind though, you might have to pay for shorts on RDDT, same as DKYS. Same as DXYZ. Probably same as RDDT2 because the stock is going to Also need the shorts for liquid. Well, you're gonna need to pay for shorts to trade the stock to the downside. And however, I don't think this downside is gonna come in yet. $44 to $45 on Reddit has been an absolute wall. So keep watching if that wall gets defended longer, or does it break eventually for us to ride to the downside. Now you could just pay for the shorts and wait for the levels to break and then join, or you can keep joining the long and then flip short when the stock eventually does happen to break that downside and the buyer no longer is holding up the position. The contract that you have to hold Reddit above $44-$45 for X amount of period a day eventually breaks, and that happens to go much lower. So you're waiting to see what type of opportunity sets up on Reddit over here. You might want to have to pay for shorts tomorrow on Reddit, so keep that one on mind. DJT, Reddit, DXYZ, all of them very important to me, and sadly all of them will have to require us to be paying shorts. EDR, not really going to talk too much about this one because there's no trade for you guys there, but it's a stock that's getting bought out at $27.50. Next stock, NKE. Nike currently bouncing right off that beautiful 52-week low. Why do I always say 82-week low? What's wrong with me? Right off that 52-week low, Nike bouncing off of that moment and moving back up. This is the post-earnings move. So this was the original earnings low, then making a newer low right into the 52-week low. Now the new earnings low, or the previous earnings low, recent earnings low might just act as a resistance on the way up over here. So watching how Nike behaves from $88.80, I think that's the, yes, $88.80, all the way up to $92. A nice little range over here. Resistances before 92 gives us a short opportunity, and the buyings in front of $88.50 gives us a good little long opportunity. So watching how Nike behaves between these two ranges for us for the next few days. Now, Bitcoin finally breaking out of that little triangle, that pennant, whatever you want to call it. But I would say this is honestly just a repaint the triangle type of situation, not a real breakout in any form. You might want to be careful. I think the only thing that you want to do is just wait patiently for Bitcoin to break back above the all-time high and keep rallying above the all-time high. Then things could get really interesting, because look at what happened tomorrow today off the open. Look at what Riot did off the open. They all flushed, even though Bitcoin was absolutely rallying to the upside. So you want to be careful with these stocks. However, Mara and Riot bounced right off of their last week's lows, gave you a beautiful long opportunity from their last week's low back into today's VWAP or so. Maybe another opportunity there right into last week's low over here to ride these stocks back into the north side if Bitcoin keeps rallying, and especially if Bitcoin takes off of the all-time high tomorrow. These areas in these stocks should at least find some buying pressure, because these seem to keep getting whacked down over here as Bitcoin halving is right around the corner, April 19th. So you might want to be watching Bitcoin going all the way into that that catalyst. Coinbase had a nice move to the upside like Bitcoin did, so it actually didn't get flushed too far to the downside. Coinbase actually had a good 6%. Ooh, almost 668% up to the upside on Coinbase today. So GBTC flat to the sideways for the most part of the day, but up 6.62. BITO up 6.71. IBIT 6.66. 6.61. Damn, we were so close to getting a 666 today, but no bueno over there, no bueno at all. But overall, beautiful moves on the cryptocurrency ETFs. No bueno moves on Mara and Riot, sadly, as they both did end to the downside. Riot down 0.4% and Mara down 2.4% overall. That is your Bitcoin cryptocurrency basket that you might want to keep an eye out for, especially if BTC USD takes out that 73.50, 74K to the upside. We're going to keep watching these IBITs, these BITOs and these GBTCs to take out their all-time highs right in that $42 and keep rallying up. That should give a monster move. But also what we have been seeing recently on Bitcoin is every time they make these all-time highs, they get stuffed right back down to the south side. So anytime that opportunity shows up, you want to be able to take advantage of that. So not only am I looking forward for that long through that all-time high, I'm also looking to smash that short through that all-time high if it returns back to the south side. So watching the cryptocurrency basket like a hawk. Now, the next sector that we're going to be having on our watch list is the semiconductor sector. AMD holding a nice little base above last week's high, last week's low. So you're going to probably keep watching AMD over here. For those of you who trade semiconductors, I think you're either most likely trading AMD, Nvidia, or Micron. I think some of you might have been trading Intel too. I don't blame you. Intel just broke under last week's low, giving a possible opportunity to the downside. But this is a boomer stock in the dollar ATR. I mean, what is Intel's ATR? Honestly, it is 1.42. So I'm not really too excited to trade Intel tomorrow. It also moves very, very like a boomer itself. So I'm not that excited to even trade Intel, but it is on my watch list in case it does set up for a trade. Here's the more important semiconductor stocks, as I mentioned: AMD, Micron, Nvidia. Micron making a nice little all-time high range at the moment, maybe finding some support off of this anchored VWAP for earnings once we do pull back. Currently, I vision this anchored VWAP getting pulled into this last week's low area where we find constant buying. For that, the stock would have to keep bouncing between this range that we're creating at the moment. So watching how Micron trades into these ranges, watching how Nvidia trades into this 900 area. Right now we're finding some resistance off of that 890, 900 constantly, but we're not really able to get under 850. You can see how the earnings anchored VWAP for Nvidia is currently showing up as some support. So either we see that continue to show up some support and then we see a move up, or we see that breaking change of characteristics and a move to the downside on Nvidia coming into play. So watching very carefully how Nvidia plays off into that direction over there. Here's a quick little example of how that would look for stocks that actually continue holding, such as Meta. Meta keeps on bouncing from the earnings anchored VWAP and is now into that all-time high, beautiful prices of 530. Yep, 530. So watching Meta, Meta obviously comes into play with the whole Google AI sector. If Google comes out with a good catalyst, maybe that helps Meta, maybe that doesn't help Meta, right? Same thing with Nvidia. So watching how all these stocks tomorrow move around. Also, usually when one of the mega cap stocks starts moving, most of them starts moving to the upside too, or most of them start moving to the downside too. So watching for that confluence. All these stocks will be on the watch list tomorrow without fail. So Microsoft, Meta, Google, Nvidia. We'll keep on seeing how these stocks move around. Most importantly though, let's go address a stock that one of our viewers wanted us to talk about. Where the hell is this thing? Okay, there you go. Today's high, today's low. Move that over, move that over. Where's last week's low? Okay, maybe that was last week's low. Okay. So right now, Tesla, you can see how it's in a little bit of a box. Last time Tesla made a little bit of a box, it looked like it wanted to break out to the upside, but sadly, negative catalyst. Elon does ketamine, more to the downside. Delivery numbers, more to the downside. Everything bad news, more to the downside. So right now, Tesla is obviously a little bit of a news space, a little bit of a catalyst-based play. I think for Tesla to be thought of a swing trade to the upside, you might want to be waiting for more positive news to really come out, and then you can think about what you want to do. But for a day trade, things are very clear for me. Even if it does break last week's high to the upside, there is a lot of resistance for the stock all the way up into $205. We've seen how it actually, I remember this 205 action back-to-back days into 205 where you could have shorted the stock and easily got a 10-point move to the downside, and we all kind of fumbled the bag over there. So I can see the amount of pressure the stock has into 185 over here where the earnings anchored VWAP is, going into the above over here to the 200, into 205. There's a lot of pressure on the stock. So because of that, not really too interested for the long action on Tesla until it really proves itself. So I think a good statement from the book, from Anchored VWAP book, by Brian Shannon, that actually states that stocks are usually guilty until proven innocent or something like that, but at least that's the way I'm gonna say it. It's guilty until proven innocent. So I want to see that seller not being sold continuously to the downside and stuffing it down. However, if we flip the coin over here to the downside on this on the stock, looks like there is actually quite a bit of room to the downside, all the way into what are we looking over here, $152, and even under 152 we go right back into the starting of the year's low, actually starting of last year's low, 2023 low, all the way into $103. So breaking last week's low, I think, opens up a lot of room over here for Tesla. However, I think that much of room for the downside is a lot on one day. Tesla would have to do a lot of bad, maybe some really bad negative catalyst for it to break this low tomorrow. But that possibility is on the longer time frame. So you're watching how this low behaves. You're watching how any of these highs behave to the upside. And if any of these highs do break and show some support, that sets up for some long opportunities for this position over here. Oop, kind of changed that one by doing Control Z too many times. Bang, bang. So we're watching how Tesla behaves over there for the move upside. Let's get trading. DJ Khaled, does he say that? Does he actually say that? Sorry if I'm a bit late. Did you see Reddit again bounce 45? Yes, sir. Or should I say ma'am? Sorry. Yes, ma'am. Prad, just in time to hear boomer stock. Yeah, boomer stock intel. Goddamn boomer positions, dude. I need to stop trading boomer positions. War is bullish for oil and gold. That is true. I mean, gold has already been at all-time highs for quite a bit of time now. And gold, here it goes. One more time back to the north side. GOLD ETF. GLD. So the ETF already booming, continue to take it to the upside. How's Barrick Gold doing on the New York Stock Exchange? So Barrick Gold not really doing too much, but gold has been ripping to the upside. Oil, crude futures, CL going back to the upside too. Not bad at all. XLE, how's XLE doing? Let's go take a look at that. Wow, XLE making a nice little run up back to the north side. We're watching maybe XOM, CVX. Not so much. Oxy. Whoo, baby. Oxy moving back up. CVX moving not so much, but XOM moving back up. So beautiful moves over here. XOM is all-time highs. Another boomer stock coming into play. So yeah, obviously oil stocks, you might want to keep watching these ones. Gold stocks might want to keep watching these ones too. As our good friend TH mentioned, you might want to watch the war sectors. Maybe even, what's that ticker? LMT, Lockheed Martin. Yeah, LMT. RTX, Raytheon Technologies. Now they're just called RTX. That's it. Maybe you want to keep watching these guys too. Last but not least, since we talked about the big sector, the big large cap stocks and so on, maybe we'll just quickly run through the QQQ over here. A little bit of a nothing burger day, like I mentioned. 0.03 on the S&P 500, 0.06 on this 0.06 on the SPY, 0.03 on the QQQ, 0.55 on the IWM. So almost nothing burger days on the market today. I'm actually glad that I took the day off, so that was pretty good. Hopefully the markets move tomorrow, because I'm gonna have to bust my broken leg all the way to work and limp everywhere across the city tomorrow. So that's not gonna be fun, but hopefully the market moves and at least makes up for it. So let's see what happens over here. A little bit of an inside day, as you guys can see. Let's see if we can see the retest of last week's low or the retest of last week's high. You know, we don't want to see the market do nothing for a whole week and be boring. Granted, there is FOMC minutes this Wednesday, so the market could very easily be doing nothing until Wednesday and then wake up for some fun. So be ready for that. Thankfully, FOMC minutes is just like a release that comes out, and we just don't have to worry about like interest rate changes and so on, so that'll be pretty cool. But we get to see the change of tonality in the closed doors, in the closed rooms, that they talk about how they'd want to battle inflation, how they want to deal with interest rates and so on. QQQ at the moment could possibly do nothing, but thankfully we have a couple good events tomorrow, which is actually, tomorrow we have only one good event. No, two, I guess. Tilray earnings report, and we do have the Google Cloud Next event, which is actually for the next 3 days starting tomorrow. So let's see if the market wakes up from that. Besides that, there is nothing really on the economic calendar. Today was dead. Tomorrow is dead. So no 3-star events. We have a couple 2-star events, but absolutely dead economic calendar for tomorrow. So just waiting for the market to maybe just do something. Now we do know that this week is FOMC minutes, as I mentioned. That will be on Wednesday. So a couple more days for that. Show you the economic calendar real quick. Sorry, the earnings calendar real quick. Tilray pre-market earnings report. Tomorrow after hours, we got WD-40, and Wednesday pre-market we got Delta Airlines and Applied Blockchain. So a little bit of excitement starting back again. And as I mentioned on Sunday, if you weren't here on Sunday, Friday we have the banks coming out with earnings reports. The hot bank sector coming back with ERs, usually the start of the earnings sector, ladies and gentlemen. So earnings season, sorry, the earnings season. So very, very fun times ahead of us. Let's get time to party. That's basically all she wrote for today's show. I want to see if we got anything for the IPO calendar. No. Ooh, what the hell is that? When is that? 12th? Friday? Woo, we got one more over here. Pax Group? What the hell is that? Alright, this is on the 11th. That's on Thursday. We're not going anywhere, chat. Hey, yo. This is huge. This is huge. Hold up. I gotta take some screenshots. Post it in my Discord. Post it in my private chats over here. Get my people ready, chat. Get my people ready. And that's the advantage of signing up with the TraderPrad and company. You get awesome tools absolutely for free, ladies and gentlemen. So go check out all the links down below in the description. At stock market, March. Is it March? What are we in? April? April IPO calendar. Bang. So lots of beauty names over there looking out for us. We got PAX. Let me quickly paste the link for PAX. We also got, what was the other sticker? ULS. So ULS Solutions. Now let's take a look at this. 280 million shares, or sorry, 200 million shares. They're offering 28 million shares. Market cap 5 billion. Do they make money? Revenue growth year over year, barely, but they grew year over year over here. So they are growing from 2022 to 2021, but barely grew from 2021 to 2022. Are they profitable though? Net income growth, they lost income over there. Okay. Look at all these numbers. Is that in millions? Is that in millions? I guess, right? The gross profit, about 1 billion? What do you guys do? Okay. Interesting. So pretty decent companies over here coming out with IPO. Now obviously we'll dive deeper about these companies as the days get closer. One of them is on the 11th of March, or sorry, I keep saying March, 11th of April, and the second one is on the 12th of April. Back-to-back days, big IPO, so make sure you're watching these ones. I will be there to remind you on Wednesday and on Thursday, so don't worry. Just all you have to do is tune in, stick around during the stream, and you'll hear me talk plenty about these positions. Pretty excited about that. Good thing we actually checked that page. Usually we kind of skip over it because we expect nothing to be on there, but I'm glad that we checked it. Pretty decent names that we might have to keep an eye out for. But that's pretty much all she wrote for today. Now let's go see if we have any YouTube videos for us to watch, for us to hang out with, learn from. If not, then I'm just gonna play some chess, call it a night, give my leg a little bit more rest, and maybe be ready for war tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, because it is time for Sparta. My leg, since my leg is dislocated, leg kick, time for Sparta. I don't know if you guys got that. But anyways, I don't really see a video that we have that we could see right now. These are just options videos, options and swing trades and so on. So not really something that I'm really too interested to watch right now on S&B Capital. We do have our good friend over at Jumpstart Trading. Let's see if there's a video over here that we could watch from him as to something that could help us out with. Don't really care about the futures ones because we don't really trade futures. We don't really have footprint charts either, so that sucks. Auction market theory, I mean, we could watch that and understand a little bit more as to why the market moves, where are the buyers, where are the sellers, and how the market finds to try the most fair value between the buyers and the sellers. So obviously we could watch that. I already know how the answer is. Day trading expectations, what you need to know, and the thumbnail is why most traders fail. Actually, instead of this, WD-40 has a ticker, so that's Cody. Yeah, it's called, I think, WDF? See, WD-40 company. Yeah, they have a beautiful ticker. They give you some good, amazing trade opportunities during earnings season. Big volume spikes during earnings season and some good trade opportunities. I usually trade them during earnings season, but you got to remember it's a boomer company. It's a boomer company. So you got to be careful for that. You know what? Instead of watching a YouTube video, let's actually do a back test for the last 60 days of the opening range breakout strategy. And then, hello, where are my tools? There you go. And then I want to tweak that strategy a little bit so I could see WDFC, that's the ticker. And then I want to see if I could get a way to almost squeeze out a way to get amazing results always. So this is the default scanner. Okay, 0.55555. So this is telling you the ATR needs to be 0.5, price needs to be $5 at the very least, relative volume needs to be at least 5 or above, volume today needs to be 250,000 shares or higher, average 10-day volume needs to be 1 million shares. So that's the scanner over there. Let's make sure the scanner is exactly the same on the opposite side. For the short side, it is awesome. Opening range 5-minute breaking high, opening range 5-minute breaking low. We got the long ready, we got the short ready, now we got the back test ready. So we want this back test to start at 9:30 a.m. and not to take any more positions after 11 a.m. We want the stock to take profits either at 4 o'clock or at my desired profit target of, let's say we're giving, according to the study, the ATR of 10% per ATR. So let's say I want to take profits at 3:1 or 4:1. Chat, what do we want to do? 4:1? Let's do 30% right now, 3:1, okay? 30% of a stock's ATR to the north side, we go long. Now, advanced, we look for exit strategy. Well, we already have the profit target, so we don't have to worry about that. We want to practice for the last 64 days. Summary, long profit target. Don't take trades after 11 o'clock. Advanced test days, profit target, stop loss. Okay, simulate, buy. This was the long side. While that's running, let's get the short side ready. 9:30, 11 a.m., 4 o'clock, risk management, enable profit target. We set 30%, percentages, none, 64 days, summary, 11 a.m., 4 p.m., 10:30, 64, simulate, sell. Okay, now let's look at the numbers. Okay. So look at these numbers over here, chat. Clearly a little bit of a problem here. You do end up getting a higher win rate percentage. Okay? You do end up getting a higher win rate percentage compared to what the study wants you to do, which is actually holding the winner till the end of the day. Holding the winner until the end of the day. But I tweaked it to taking winners at 30% of the ATR move because our stop loss is at 10% of the ATR move from the entry. So based on that, we get this results. But let's show you the result based on how the study actually sets it up, which is you turn that off and you hold the exit until 4 o'clock and your stop is 10% of ATR. Watch how drastically that changes the results. That's pretty sad. I think this was the long one. This is the new one. So you can see how the average win to loss now changes. Your average loser is still pretty much the same, but your average winner goes up 3 times. Your average winner goes 3 times, and then you lose about 10% more of your trades, however. So almost the same amount of trades being done. 1,600 trades. Let's say 1,700 trades. How many over here? 1,700 trades. Yeah, so 1,700 trades total. 30% winners, 15% winners. You're holding a trade until 4 o'clock, or you're getting stopped out right away on this side. Whereas on this side, you're either getting stopped out right away, or you're getting out of your profit for a 3:1 trade. So I guess this is a numbers game, and when the winners come into play, they end up being so big that the losers don't even matter. I guess that's the answer for the study. It kind of negates what I'm trying to look for the answer itself, sadly, because I'm trying to see. Okay, let's do it for the short side. Backtest strategy, risk management, turn off, enable profit target, exit at 4 o'clock, simulate sell. Now, if you guys saw the numbers for the sell side, it was pretty much 0.82 to -0.29. So it's pretty much the same. See how this one went up to 2? But you're losing a lot more trades, but it went up to 2. Your buying power required is only $5,000, and buying power required only, I guess, because you're only putting $50 worth of risk per trade. Let's change that to default 100 shares. Default 100 shares. I guess all that changes is the amount of buying power that is required, and the amount of annual return or whatever numbers that you want to see, over here. That's all that shows you. So this one doesn't actually matter what you put in over here. All that we really care is the profit factor, the total amount of trades being taken, which is the percentage of winners that come out of the total amount of trades, and the average win to loss ratio. And as you guys can see in this strategy, the average win to loss ratio is amazing, to the point where the profit factor comes out just slightly above better. Originally you start with the big drawdown, but look how one big trade looks like it makes up for all of it. That probably skews the numbers over here. It could be one of those stupid SMCI shorts or something that completely makes up for all of it, and something similarly over here too. So you know what, let's actually redo the test over here to kind of make it fit within the parameters. Let's say no more than $250 per stock. Price $250. Backtest. Backtest. Yeah, you can see how that eliminated that big pop on the short side. So that was probably like SMCI or something stupid like that, right? So something crazy. This is ooh, this one doesn't look so good anymore. The profit factor actually is in the red, so you're actually losing money on this strategy at the moment, even though the average win to loss ratio is big. Some losses come in as much bigger, although we are using less than $250 on this side too. So why is that one getting absolutely rickety wrecked? These back tests are not exciting me at all at the moment. You know what I'm gonna do, chat? I'm gonna actually run this back test every single day for the next 30 days. Run it. Savage, all them hoes, run it. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna run the back test every single day myself. Take screenshots of all the tickers that it trades, and make a YouTube video. I'll be like, I traded 30 days of the opening range breakout strategy and this is what I found, and then we'll kind of make a YouTube video out of it. I have all the things set up for me to do that, but right now, based off this back test, it's not looking so hot. Not looking so hot, ladies and gentlemen. Not looking so hot. All right. Oh, maybe we end that part over there, and then we go watch the YouTube video real quick. We got more people in the chat over here. Who does your hair? Show my hair, bro. Stop hating, you hating ass. Also, NQ Moon now.
Just do it.
Was it on my stream or was that on his stream? Did I just hear that on my stream or was that his stream? NQ Moon now, I guess it's pretty sideways, isn't it? I see a big buyer there, but it's only 103 contracts. That's not a lot. But yeah, I mean, NQ Moons, that'd be pretty good. More chances for the long side and the breakout mine. Breakout on the north side. I'm interested with the Google conference setting up tomorrow. Could be having some fun upside. Maybe we reject upside and pull back to the downside. I'm ready for either or. Ready for all types of fun that's set up tomorrow. Alright, let's watch this quick little YouTube video. Let me open up my chat so I don't lose the chat. Let's watch this YouTube video real quick as to why traders fail. You guys want to know why traders fail? I do.
Unrealistic expectations will make your path to profitability much more difficult than it needs to be. In this video, I'm going to help you set realistic expectations of what it's going to take to become a consistently profitable day trader. I want to start by saying there are zero shortcuts to becoming a successful trader. It takes a very serious commitment. Unfortunately, the internet is littered with advertising and misinformation that will tell you otherwise. It's my mission to place you on a path where your success will be determined by your commitment.
This guy looks
not
like
your
a good
knowledge.
guy.
Becoming consistently profitable requires two things. Number one, a repeatable trading strategy. And number two, an objective mindset to execute that edge flawlessly. Most of the new traders I work with will come to me with incomplete trading strategies. Let's consider a very basic example. Suppose you're trading a strategy where one context requirement is that price is forming a double top or a double bottom, meaning it's retesting a prior high or low and being rejected. Here we have a textbook definition of a double bottom. However, what about this example? Is this a double bottom?
Yes.
How about this one? Is
Yes.
this a double bottom? Poor definitions will lead to uncertainty, which in turn leads to poor execution. Later in the course, I will be walking you through step by step how to build a proper playbook, which will include things like the logic behind your strategies, the context and triggers that you use, trade management, risk management, pre-trade R analysis, and more. A well-defined playbook should never leave you second guessing. Yet simply having a well-defined edge isn't enough. To become consistently profitable, you also need an objective mindset to consistently execute your edge without any bias. The tool we use to extract money from the market is our trading strategy. The strategy is nothing more than an edge that signals when there's a higher probability of one thing happening over another. The outcome of a given trade can only be one of three things: a win, a loss, or break even. There is a probability tied to each one of those outcomes. Over a long enough series of trades, all those outcomes will
Kill
be
Tony
realized.
looks good. I know. I
assuming your
can't wait to
execution
finish
is
watching
flawless.
this and go watch
Yet
Kill
most traders
Tony.
struggle to internalize this concept. Although we believe that our perceptions provide us with an objective view of the world, the truth is our evolutionary history did not equip us to perceive the world as it is, a chaotic place where every single outcome is purely based on luck. Our brains evolved to prioritize survival, to create order and certainty out of chaos. Our brains do this by minimizing uncertainty. Imagine thousands of years ago, one of our ancient ancestors heard a rustling in a bush or in the grass. Sure, it could be due to the wind, but after seeing a family member eaten by a lion a week ago, they wouldn't sit around to observe
Yeah,
or
who did this
contemplate
art,
the
brother?
odds of it really being a lion. It was much safer to just assume the rustling was a lion and run. Finding simple patterns and shortcuts like this is how we've evolved and survived.
Ow.
They help us navigate the world, but they also make us bad at thinking objectively. I think we all recognize the existence of chance or luck, but we fight the idea that despite our best efforts, things just don't always work out the way that we want, such as an individual trade. As a result, we tend to label our decision making as good or bad based on a small set of outcomes. When a trade ends in a good outcome, the novice will attribute it to their skills. When something bad happens, they attribute it to a bad trading strategy or blame the market. In reality, if you're
They
executing
took their
your strategy
jobs.
properly, the outcome of a single trade is nothing more than chance. Yet simply being aware of this irrational behavior and simply wanting to change typically isn't enough. This is where most online education, I believe, is failing traders. They say you need discipline. Using the white knuckle approach, I promise you, isn't enough. Making better decisions starts with becoming comfortable with not knowing. Since childhood, we've been discouraged from saying I don't know, or I'm not sure. Yet I'm not sure is a more accurate representation of the world. The world is a random place. The influence of luck makes it impossible to predict exactly how things will ever turn out. When analyzing our trades on an individual basis or in a small group, the outcomes are entirely based on luck. Once you internalize this, you'll be able to execute your plan because you won't be putting any statistical relevance on the very next trade. So how do you internalize this concept and put yourself into a place to trade objectively? I personally believe new traders struggle with this for a few reasons. First, you must understand the logic behind your strategies. Why will they work? What is the logic behind the tools and the indicators you use to analyze the markets? If you don't understand the logic or theory, at some point you're going to begin to question the strategy, which will likely lead to poor execution. The next step to building an objective mindset is to develop some basic strategy development skills. You need a thorough understanding of important concepts like R analysis, expectancy, risk management, and much more. You'll begin to learn how to manipulate a strategy to better suit your goals and who you are as a day trader.
I'm glad he's saying
Third,
all
you
this
should
so
be
I don't have
backtesting your
to.
strategies as you begin to develop your playbooks. This
This is
where
a
you
pretty
begin to
good
learn
video to
recognize
show to
the
someone
context
who's a
and
new
triggers you
trader.
use in your strategies. You'll begin to find questions that need answering, such as the double bottom or top example from earlier. Backtesting will also help you cement the belief that any single trade is nothing more than a bet, as you see the randomness unfold in your testing.
Yeah,
Once you
so
have a
we
rough
just
draft of
did
your
that.
playbook, it's time to start trading on a simulated account. This is the most critical step in developing objectivity for a new day trader. I'm still shocked at the number of day traders that have never sim traded, yet they wonder why they're struggling. I began my career in an elite trading firm. You know what I did for the first few months? I traded on sim. The
That's
firm was
because my
never gonna give me capital
monetization
until
went
I
down,
proved I could
brother.
at least make money on a sim account. Remember, I was learning from some of the
Does
best
this
day
does
traders
it
in
put
the world.
ads
If
during
I
the
get in a
stream?
professional environment with tons of support, you better make sure you sim trade while you're trying to do this on your own. How long should you trade on sim? Until
Not
you've
like I
proven that
actually
you
make
can
money
execute
off
your
those a
bets
lot
with very few
anyways.
mistakes. If I was
That's
training
pretty
you personally
stupid. Okay, I need to go in
I
the
would wanna
settings and
see 30
see
days
if
of
there's a setting to
consistent
turn that
profitability
off
before letting you attempt to go live.
where it
I
doesn't
promise you,
show
if you
ads
can't make
during the
money on a
stream.
simulated account, you will never do it in a live market. So don't blow your hard-earned money.
Thank you for
before
letting
you
me
even
know,
what you're
chat. I
doing.
didn't know
It
that
doesn't
because
matter
hey,
how much
I
capital you
don't
have
have
to
my
trade
own
or if you can
chat
afford to
open or
lose
my
some
own
money.
stream open in
This
the
is the only
background.
time you can experience trading free of
You can
emotions
stream
caused
on
by money
Discord.
being
I
on.
could.
It's going to set a baseline for you mentally
I
of what
could.
it's like to trade
Probably
free
get
of
the
any
same amount of
emotions.
viewers.
Most traders
And
go
I
right
wouldn't
to a
get
live
DMCA'd.
account and mess up the psychological side of the game before they even know what they're doing. They just become another statistic. Most charting software today on the market have a replay mode, so you have absolutely no excuse to not get in the sim time. Promise me right now that you're going to trade on a simulated account until you've proven you can consistently make money.
A
If you're
Discord
currently
GF?
trading live
Oh
and
my
losing money,
goodness.
stop and get on a sim account.
The
Once you begin sim
dream.
trading, it's imperative that you start tracking
The
your trades
dream
and
of
reviewing your
every
analytics. You
Discordian.
can't improve what you don't measure. Tracking your trades will help you build better definitions, allowing you to trade with
Like
more objectivity.
Ani and
Finally,
Oso.
once you do go live, it's imperative to start by trading the
Yeah, but they
minimum
live
share or
in New York
contract size
together
possible.
now.
You're gonna
Also
make
just
some bad
moved
decisions
into
and mistakes
New
as a new
York.
trader.
Didn't you see him in
Trading
New York
small
recently?
and slowly upping your position size as you progress will lead to less pressure, resulting in less mental mistakes. Your trading focus must remain on execution. It can never be about the money. If you're trading with too much size, it will always be about the money. Be patient. In time, it will come. And when it does, you can typically ramp up things really quickly. This course is going to walk you through all of it. If you want to exponentially increase your odds of success, please don't skip any of these steps. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Your money making ways. Calm down there, Momo.
Unrealistic expectations will make
Okay, guys, listen. Kill Tony has started, and I need to go watch Kill Tony. But you know the rule. You know the rule. So let's get the party started. Mother, what? Oh shit, son. Alright, alright, alright. Black to move.
They say the truth will set you free. But when your mind is based on a lie, the truth
Hey, that's not bad. 612, highest rating we did today. Alright, chat. You know how the game goes. We don't leave until we get at least one win on the night. This music kinda loud. Okay, Pride, focus up. Focus the fuck up, buddy. Always on the attack, always on the prowl, always on the attack, always on the prowl, always on the attack, always on the prowl. Back that ass up, boy. Oh, you think you're cool, huh, motherfucker? Huh? Am I doing better than I was a day ago, chat, at the very least? Or am I doing worse? To be clear, you're playing both sides. What? Better? Okay, good. Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! That's with the diner music! No talk! All clean! All game, baby! That's what we're talking about! Let's go! Hey! With the nice ass beat going in the background too. Now what else do we need for an outro? We got diner beats. I don't need, let me bring down the volume now. We got diner beats, a clean ass win on chess. Let's show you the screen again. Clean as a whistle. Maybe there were some mistakes there. Let's actually go see the mistakes. Game review. Okay, start review. This protects an undefended pawn. This is under attack. Okay. This wins a pawn. I didn't take that. Okay. Hold up. Let's restart that. I want to know what mistakes I did and how I could have fixed that. Okay, let's bring down the volume a little bit more. Okay. Textbook, because I'm attacking him. Textbook because he's defending himself. Textbook because you're opening up the D and the E slots. Textbook because he's defending himself and protecting extra layer. Why is that a problem? Well, yeah, I guess I should have done this one step earlier. I do that an extra step, but over here I get to threaten the queen. You ignored an opportunity to kick a knight. Yeah, the knight would have been kicked back, but over here I disrupt the queen a little bit. The opposing knight is kicked back by a pawn and must now be moved or captured. Fair. He did this instead. Why? This blocks an attack on a vulnerable queen, but instead you move the queen, and the queen's now cucked on her movement because now she can only move here or here instead of a bilateral movement to the sideways. Okay, so that is a bad move for him. Got it. What's next? This is where I do this, where now I kick the queen back, okay? But instead of going back, he kicks the queen forward. This moves the kick, or knight, sorry, and this moves the knight to not as much as a defensive state because the only thing that defends the knight is that. I can take that, he can take me, and then I can take that, which is exactly what happens. I take that. Wait, what? Why did I do that? D4 wins the pawn. D4 is a great move. Oh, you're saying it's a great move. This wins a pawn. Okay. I thought it was like a don't do that move. Okay, fine. Recaptures. You take back. The right move for him would have been to do that. This offers exchange pieces of equal value. How? This activates the knight by deploying it, but however, he does that. Okay, so trade off equal value, deploy it. This is where I come in to defend with my pawn. Instead, I should have gone there. That's right, because that's free to take. And then I could have taken that for free and then that for free and basically won the game. Oh shit, I could have won the game long time ago. Walk here, walk here, walk here. The king has nowhere to go. Win game. Okay, so he pulls that one out. You permitted the opponent to win a pawn through a discovered attack. Oh, right. But he didn't take that, did he? Instead, he moves this here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he moved that there. This permits the opponent to win material by attacking multiple pieces simultaneously, ignores an opportunity to win a pawn through a discovery attack. Yeah, you fucked up by doing that. This was a strong discovery by Plaque. And we'll win a pawn. I fucked up there. How? Why should I have gone here? Or the queen would have had nowhere else to go but backwards. Because the queen took my pawn, I would have taken the queen. That would have been a monster move there. Messed up. He took my thing. I take his thing. He takes my thing. But he should have taken it with the knight instead. But I take his. He comes down. Great move. How was that a mistake? You ignored an opportunity to develop the knight off its... Okay, fair. And then I would have bet that would have put him at the... Okay. Okay, good defense. But you could have moved it there too and put me in check, and then I would have to block the check instead. Okay, I bring out the knight. You castled. That should have been a good move also, apparently. That's a good move, but a better move would have been to put his queen to work because I also have my knight to defense. Okay, okay. He should have still brought the bishop out. That bishop's kind of been chilling there doing nothing. I should have castled. Fuck the castle. I don't need no castle. He still needs to bring this out and he messes up. He's playing with this pawn over here for some reason. And... bang. I could have won the game long time ago. I could have won the game a long time ago. But that was actually a fun game. We won our first game of the day, chat. Let's go. That was monstrous. Hope you guys had fun today with all things stock market, all things trading, and especially the amazing chess game that we just pulled out of our ass out of nowhere. So that was fun, honestly. Good luck on tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow, as you guys know, Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. EST. So we'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday, to talk all things about that Google conference, about all the trades that I pull out. Granted, I'm able to wake up and go to work tomorrow. My leg doesn't give me any pain or anything. So if I am able to go to work tomorrow, you'll see me talking about the trades I pull off. If I don't, then you'll probably see me on Discord hanging out, paper trading and so on. So either way, you'll probably see me. Make sure you follow me on Discord, follow me on Twitter, on all the other fun stuff. All the links down below in the description. Am I forgetting anything? Not really. So I'll see you guys until then. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for all the love. Hit the like and subscribe. Good night. Adios.
Here, back to another brand new week of After the After Hours with your host TraderPrad. I'm doing great. Hopefully you guys are joining me on that great side. Markets are moving around. Might just be a risk on type of day, so let's see what happens. 8 o'clock tomorrow, as you guys know, we do the stream Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. Shout out to my affiliate sponsors, Benzinga, Trade Ideas, the #1 scanner to go to, Trader Sync, promo code down below, promo code PRAD15 to get 15% off. I will catch you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. Until then, TraderPrad out. Adios.